Hello, my name is Jake Best. I'm an avid hunter and archer, as I assume you probably are too if you're watching this video. Every night during the summer months I go out and shoot my bow in the evenings to practice for the upcoming archery season. About a month and a half ago I was doing just that. I went outside, shot a set of arrows, pulled my arrows, went back to the 60-yard line. Without thinking I knocked another arrow, drew back, and hit the release. As soon as I hit the release, my bow sounded like it dry fired and I felt sharp pain in my right hand. I looked down, I could see that I had put about 8 inches of arrow shaft through my hand. It went in here, came out the palm of my hand. When I shot, I saw the front half of the arrow go down range, so I knew that arrow exploded the minute I tripped the release. This failure of the arrow shaft was solely my fault for not flexing arrows. It's printed on every arrow, flex it first. It's common practice. You're supposed to flex those arrows when you're shooting tight groups and the arrows are hitting each other. If you miss the target, it can compromise the integrity of the arrow. I don't blame the arrow manufacturer or any of my equipment, solely my fault for not flexing the arrow. But it was a hard lesson learned. Take a look at these pictures in this video. So after my trip to the ER and one less arrow shaft stuck in my hand, I was back home. I was just burning sick time because I required the use of my right hand for work. So while I was home, I was on the internet looking at pictures and Googling other guys that this has happened to. I knew I wasn't the only one. I'd seen pictures on the internet before. I'd seen a bunch of pictures where guys usually catch the arrow right in the back of their hand, right in the web here, and it likes to come out, the arrow just splinters and comes out, the fingers, the palm, everything. I felt pretty lucky after looking at these pictures. For one, the arrow broke cleanly, just punched a hole right through my hand. It didn't fracture and fragment like a lot of the pictures I had seen. And secondly, it just went through the meat right here, didn't hit any nerves, didn't hit any tendons, bones, anything like that. Just basically pierced the meat in my hand. So looking at these pictures, I got to thinking, next time I draw my bow back, it's going to be hard not to have that thought in the back of my mind of, gosh, is this arrow going to blow up? I'm going to be more religious about flexing them, but anything can happen. It's always a thought in the back of your head after something like this happens. So, I further researched on the internet and I came across something I'd never seen before. It's a protective glove made by Shooting Edge. It's called the ProTx Kevlar Armored Shooting Glove. So I decided to order one. I thought, what the heck? After receiving this glove in the mail, I was pretty impressed with its construction and its functionality. It's just something that's so easy to put on. You put your release on one hand, you put the glove on the other at the same time, you're ready to shoot. It adds that layer of protection just in case something happens. I'll probably never have another arrow come apart like that one did and go into the back of my hand, but if I do, I have that layer of protection. I relate it to something similar to hunting in the grizzly bear woods. When I go into the backcountry in the grizzly bear habitat, I carry bear spray or I carry a pistol, something to protect myself with. I've never been attacked by a grizzly bear, but I take that stuff with me just in case the event arises where I need to do that. Or if I hop in my truck, I always put my seatbelt on. Never been in a rollover, never been in a situation where seatbelt saved my life, but I still put it on. It's similar. I'll probably never have another arrow explode, but if I do, I've got this layer of protection, and that's peace of mind for me. It builds my confidence knowing that I've got that layer of protection in case something happens. If an arrow goes through your hand, it can damage nerves, tendons, anything. Something that could potentially alter your life or your quality of life for the rest of your life. It's a easy decision for me to wear this when I'm out practicing and hunting. It's a shooting glove, fingerless shooting glove. It comes with this hard Kevlar layer on the back that's still flexible. You can see I can pinch it, move it. It's still pretty flexible. Real lightweight glove. It's got a real soft palm, real comfortable to wear, well made. The stitching's pretty heavy. It's got these loops on the front here, so when you undo this, you can just hook your fingers in here and pull this off if your hands are sweaty. You can see about a month and a half later the scar I have on my hand from where that arrow went through. That's where it entered, that's where it came out, and you can still see this little black spot here. If it'll focus that close, that's still carbon that's stuck in my hand that's working its way out. As you hold your bow, I caught it right on the edge with my hand right here. I highly recommend this piece of equipment from Shooting Edge, the ProTx Kevlar Armored Glove. It's a good piece of gear to add to your stack, and it protects your hand at the same time. Thanks for watching, and keep flinging arrows.